Welcome back, everybody. It's Alpha Anthony bringing you another great video to help your alpha masculinity. And today we're watching a video from Courtney Ryan, which I learned about her a little earlier today. She had some interesting opinions and that, so I wanted to dig into this video a little deeper with you for the first time. So it's on asking women about male income. So it's going to be interesting to see how delusional these women are and how much they think men make and what they require their man to make. Let's get into it.
What is the ideal age for a guy that you are looking to be with?
So I just turned 27, so like 3 years older than Matt. So I would say between like 31, maybe 32, just depending on like when their birthday is.
So I'm 27 and I would say I would want them to be older. So like my range that I look for is 28 to 35.
I think anyone within 3 to 5 years either way, but probably older.
And they say things.
Yeah.
Like she said
Okay, so
either
maybe
way, she
33?
said older.
Potentially.
Someone older.
If you had to choose.
There's a lot of mature, this is just recently, there's a lot of mature people at the end of their 20s who I think I have good chemistry with, so I wouldn't and then there's people in their 30s, even in their early 30s, who act like they're so, they got a bum knee and stuff, and I'm like, okay, but, I don't feel broken yet. You can't go for a run with me? Just, go down a weight at the gym. I don't get it. So, I don't know. It's hard.
Okay, do we want to go somewhere in the middle, maybe 30?
Yeah.
Okay, 30, we'll
Yeah.
just go with your age.
I really like 28 to 36 max, or 37 max. Not in the 40s, still in the 30s, because I feel like they've matured. They kind of have gotten settled in their careers. They know what they want. They're not really looking. There's less of a chance that you'll find somebody who is just looking to play games.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm gonna be 24 in November.
Okay.
So
you're
I'm
basically
pretty
20.
young.
By the time this video comes out, you'll be 24.
Okay.
So if we have to pick one age, you said between 28 and 36. Would we say 32?
Yeah, I would say 30. No, probably 30 is perfect to meet them, and then we can get married when they're 32.
I feel like the bracket that I'm normally looking at, or the roster, I guess, I don't know, between 29 and I don't know, 37, 38, I guess, because I just feel like all guys that are honestly between 24 to 28, they don't really want anything serious at all.
I would say 27.
Okay, and how old are you?
23.
I would have to say the person that I would marry right now would probably have to be between 32 and maybe 43.
Okay.
Between 30 and 40s. Yeah, I'm 28. So I feel like the person I'm with needs to be a lot more mature than me.
Okay. So do we want to go 37? Just to go somewhere in the middle?
I would definitely be with a 37-year-old.
Okay. So we'll take that as the number.
Okay.
Thinking of your future, what % of the family income do you personally want to contribute? Do you want to be the breadwinner? Do you want to contribute 50-50? Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife or mom?
I would be comfortable contributing 50-50,
Okay.
but I would prefer that it be more so
See how she said she would feel comfortable?
40-50.
Okay.
Me
40-60? You,
Yeah.
the 40, them the 60?
Yes.
I'd be okay with,
Up to 49, not even.
I never thought of this. I don't know. These weren't the things that I fixated on the most when I envisioned my partner. But if I had to throw it out there, maybe half or a little under half, and probably,
We'll go 50-50 top.
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. So I personally, I would not mind contributing majority, but I would say no more than 70% of household income.
So I really want to be a stay-at-home mom. So if that doesn't work out with the person I'm with, then it doesn't work out. But that is like how I picture myself as a mom and a wife. So I guess I wouldn't be contributing financially.
I don't want any of my income to be needed in the family. I want the man to be 100% the supporter, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to work and I'm not going to have my own business or whatever.
But you would want the family to be able to live solely off of your
yes,
husband's income.
100% solely off of my husband. I don't want me to have to use my income at all, but that's not because I'm not going to be working or I'm not going to have my own stuff going on. It's just because I want the freedom to be able to take care of my kids for the first 7 years of their life. I want to be a stay-at-home mom and be with them basically 24/7. I think that's important in the family structure, so that's pretty much the only reason why.
Okay, so you would choose stay-at-home mom. So 0%, we'll say.
Yes.
Okay.
I think 50-50 is definitely acceptable, and that's what I'd enjoy. I wouldn't enjoy feeling like someone has to take care of me. I don't like relying on people or men or really anyone for money. I think that's totally just unacceptable. That's just how I was raised.
If I'm painting a picture, if it's my ideal life, I would love to just be a stay-at-home wife with some hobbies and, raising a family, because that's just the way I grew up. I had a stay-at-home mom, and it was just a really good environment to have.
Okay, so ideally that's what you would want.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about your ideal lifestyle. Okay. So thinking about a house, how many bedrooms, how many square feet, what are we thinking?
I don't need anything, crazy spacious, but I definitely do want a big enough home where everybody can have their own, individual selves and space to feel comfortable. So just depending on lifestyle and family, at least 3 to 4 bedrooms for sure.
That's what we wanted to find out anyway. Been working all day. I got to work after this a little.
Look like. What would you want his income to be? If you're going to be a stay-at-home mom, what kind of range would his income be?
That's tough because I feel like I would have to break down how much it actually costs to have kids and travel and the house and all that, and I don't really know, but I think for me to be comfortable staying at home and not working,
Hurry up, we already know that part.
I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work.
Right.
What kind of lifestyle do you want?
But you're talking ideal lifestyle. This is your dream life. 300K for you to be able to.
I think so.
Be a stay-at-home mom
and
not
have
to
3
worry
kids
about it.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Life's expensive.
I would just like to preface this as saying this is not do or die. But based on where I'm at, if he makes between anywhere from 70 to 100K.
I would have to say 127. Ideally, if they're in an industry where they do have longevity and they know, hey, every single year I'm gonna get a raise between 3 to 5%, which it just depends. I would be comfortable with that.
$500,000? Is that bad? I know that 1% of men make $500,000, or less than 1% of men or something.
I'd say probably 150 to $250,000 a year. That's my guess.
Okay. And you would contribute also 50-50.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
You'd be willing to do up to 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So keeping all of this in mind, we just painted your ideal life.
Yeah.
For the 27-year-old man, what would his income ideally be?
What would it have to be?
To support this life?
Which is so funny because I saw this video the other day where it was saying if your wife can spend more than you make, you need to make more money. So it really just depends. But I mean, just to have a really decent lifestyle and be supported well, 150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure. The more the merrier, but that'd be comfortable.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like,
you have to manifest a husband, girl. Like, you have to really think about the lifestyle that you want to live when it comes down to vacations and how many kids you want to have. And just like the lifestyle that you want to have. And I feel like ideally my husband needs to be making like $650,000. I feel like there's beauty and growth getting to that point.
Okay.
You know, because at the end of the day, I'm going to contribute, you know, more than what I'm contributing now.
Yeah.
No, but ideally, I would want someone to be able to match my hustle. So like, if I'm making this much and I have this lifestyle, this person cannot have a lesser lifestyle than me. Otherwise, it is not going to work out.
Yeah.
So
you said you would want to contribute 40% max. So
Right.
if they're making $650,000, that would mean you would be making $400,000.
and that sounds great to me, unless I could be making more.
Okay. What do you think is the median income for age 31?
As of right now, I think it's probably like between mid 50s, maybe 60.
It's $45,000. Yeah. What do you think the top 25% of men are making at 31?
I think it's probably in my range of like that mid, like maybe like 57,
70.
70. Oh, okay.
Top 10% of men
I'd say
at
90.
31.
90.
111, you're close. Okay. And then what about the top 1% of men?
Ooh, I would say 120.
252.
Wow. Okay, that
Top
jumps
1%.
pretty high.
So you're asking 127 is closest to the top 10% of men. So I would say it's probably top 5% at 31 if I had to guess. So only the top 5% of men at 31 are making $127,000.
That's insane. That is crazy.
But it's kind of crazy because over 70% of men never make $100,000 even one time in their life. 70% of men. So that means only 30% of men are, well, actually 23 last year in 2021, only 23.4% of the male workforce made $100,000. And that's factoring in all ages, not just, guys under 32 or whatever it is. You assume most of them are a little bit older.
Right, are making, oh my gosh.
I don't know, maybe 80.
It's actually 41,000.
You're lying.
For a 27-year-old.
I just feel like everything is so expensive nowadays. Like, I guess that's fine. No worries. Cut it in half.
41,000. That's
Shorty will bring it home.
That's the median. And then what do you think the top 25% of men at 27 make?
I guess that's it. Let's change up the perspective. Maybe 60K.
61. Yep,
Okay.
close. And then what about the top 10%?
Top 10. 75.
91. Okay, so
Okay.
you're under there. And then what do you think the top 1%ers at 27 are making?
Oof, like 200K.
Spot on.
Yeah.
203.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep. So you want a 1% man at 27.
It seems like that's all we want nowadays with these 1%ers.
Median income never eclipses 65,000 regardless of age. So 70 to 100 is above the median.
Well, somebody's gonna have a sugar mama.
Not 300,000. I mean, the median, I'm gonna guess like, I don't know, is it like 80?
It's $48,000 for
Okay.
32.
Okay.
Yeah, and even at
That's
the
crazy.
even at the top 35, which was the end of your range.
Yeah.
The median is $52,776.
So my expectations are not realistic.
So you said you want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K? 70K? 50K.
It is $45,000.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. That's the median. Now what would you guess if you had to the top 25% of men or people at age 30?
Well, if that's the medium, then the top 25, like 60?
73. And then what about the top 10% of men?
100?
Close, 108. What about the top 1%? Top 1% of men at 30.
Well, I thought it was 500,000, but you said no. So For 400,000.
338. Yeah, so
she
let's see.
I mean, 338 is still okay.
For a 32-year-old, what do you think the median income is for this age specifically?
For a 42-year-old?
32-year-old.
32-year-old.
The age that you chose.
I'm going to go with probably like $85K a year.
It's $48,000.
Damn, she got a tip.
The top 25% of men, guess how much that is at 32?
Wait, say that once more.
The top 25% at 32 years old.
I don't know. Now I'm even nervous to answer the question. I guess like maybe 125.
77. Top 10% is 120. And the 1%ers at 32. 1%, this is men and women. 1% at 32, 320,000.
I think it's 250,000.
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not.
52,000.
Damn, America.
And then guess how much the top 25% is at 35. These are the top 25% of earners.
It's 50,000 is the average income of a 37-year-old man.
And then what's the top 25% of a 37-year-old? If you had to guess.
The top 25% of a 37-year-old man? Dang, maybe it's 200,000.
86.
What? No, it's not.
The top 10% is 137,000. The top 1% of earners at 37 years old. Top 1%ers.
Right.
Like we're talking 1%, 304,000. Still not 650. Do you think that your standards are unrealistic? Do you think it's realistic? Like, what do you think after hearing the median and the statistics around it? Like, what are your initial thoughts?
It definitely.
We gonna end that right there. We don't care about their thoughts. They thoughts anyway. We don't care about the thoughts. Okay? No, we don't care about the thoughts. 304s, we done. It's been a long day. I got a couple more things to do before I can call it a night. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Man, it was great to spend this time with you guys. And this was Courtney Ryan. She has some interesting thoughts on things, and I'm not saying I approve on everything, but some I agree with, some I don't. She has a feminine vibe to it, you know, feminist and all that, blah blah blah. But hope you learned something today. I hope you got something out of this and seeing how women are. That you got to be strong, you got to be providers, you got to make money, and you got to be physically fit and good looking. So you got to work hard in the gym. You could work that into existence, and you just got to be overall great and grinding and trying to strive, because these women want the most. They want the most. That's just the truth about it. And they're delusional. So we got to bring them back down to earth. We're going to try to help men and women. So hopefully both, I know both are watching. So hopefully you guys all got something out of this and learn to take your expectations a little down and try to learn to judge people's money a little bit less, because people be faking, especially these YouTubers out here and these people online. They're not really making it like that. You make it before YouTube, get in the business, and then you get on YouTube like me. And that's how you do that. But hope this video brought you some value, and just stay with it, stay grinding, stay great, and do your thing. Alpha Anthony.